area, in fact the Auckland City area, is in for another day of traffic chaos as protesters get ready to take to the streets against the supercity plan. Now, we were to be joined this morning by Hikoi organiser Narimu Blair. He's failed to turn up for our interview, but I'm more than happy to say good morning to Local Government Minister Rodney Hyde now. Good morning, Minister.
Good morning, Ellie.
You'll have to carry this on your own. Overall opinion of the Hikoi this morning?
Oh, I think it's great that people are engaged about the supercity. I just wish they weren't disrupting the traffic because we've still got a long way to go. There's a select committee process. And look, I just love the fact that Aucklanders are getting involved in thinking about local government. In the past, we haven't even bothered to vote because it hasn't made a difference. What's clear about the new Auckland City Council, or the new council, is it will be able to provide for the future of Auckland.
Well, that's true. It's nice that they're engaging, but they're engaging to try and make you and your government change your mind. Are you going to change your mind about Maori representation on the council?
Well, we're listening, and it's very clear that if the new Auckland Council is to succeed, then it's got to be able to engage properly with local iwi. And we're certainly talking to the Maori Party and others about how that engagement can occur. We're still a long way from a final conclusion. There's a select committee process. I have to say, though, it's pretty tough to imagine a situation where you'd have a reserved place or places on the council for a local tribe. This isn't about a voting procedure. This is actually about places reserved for local iwi.
So what's that is the sticking point, isn't it? The fact that that they're calling for one of the seats at least being appointed by tribes rather than voted for by the people.
Well, not a sticking point. It's been one of the issues has been to identify what it is and how best that Maori want to engage with the council. The Royal Commission came up with one model that was rejected by the Maori Party. They felt it didn't go far enough, and now it seems to have settled in particular on Maori not voting through wards as was proposed by the Royal Commission with mana whenua for one seat, but rather mana whenua 2 seats, and actually appointed through some electoral process from within local iwi. That's a model that we haven't seen in New Zealand thus far.
John Key's also plainly concerned about the fact that there are 2 iwi, Ngāti Whātua and Tainui, in play here. Do you share his concerns?
Well, it's not a concern that there's 2. I think the concern is the principle, because the principle is that you have one person, one vote, and if you start reserving seats for a local tribe or 2 tribes or 3 tribes or 4 tribes, then you're actually undermining that principle. Having said that, of course it's important that for the council to succeed, and indeed for central and local government to succeed, it needs to actually take people with it, and that includes especially Maori.
More than half of the mayors of the region are going to be marching in today's Hikoi, some of them for other reasons, but Andrew Williams, for example, has said that that all the treaty grievances right across the Auckland area have been caused historically by the fact that Maori have not been allowed proper representation on governing bodies.
Well, that's his opinion. I think there's a deeper reason than that why we have treaty grievances and historical grievances. And I just note that there's a mechanism under the Local Government Act now by which these mayors could have had Maori representation, could have had a poll of their community and identified that. I think they're more in opposition to the change that's occurring. And our focus is on getting good governance for Auckland so that people can have a vote in Auckland, vote for a council, vote for a mayor that actually has a vision and is able to deliver on that vision for Auckland. And of course, as a subset of that, it's very important that we identify the mechanism by which not just Maori, but indeed all Aucklanders will engage with that new council. Local representation is important, but so too is the regional view.
Well, they're engaging this morning. This is going to cause absolute chaos in Auckland. Surely this is not a good start.
Well, it's not a good start, but I mean, to be fair, we have chaos in Auckland in the transport on a regular basis. That's why we're actually working so hard to fix the governance of Auckland, because that is the root cause of the problems of Auckland's transport. We actually haven't had councils or a council that's been able to speak with one voice and sort the problem of Auckland transport out. Now, once we have these reforms in place, we'll know who's responsible and be able to hold them to account for sorting out the transport, not just when there's a Hikoi, but every day in Auckland.
No pain, no gain, I guess. Thank you very much, Local Government Minister.
Thank you.
Rodney.